Coming to you from the nation of Kalinga, he is the man who single-handedly took down the original Kalinga record. He is the man who helped take down the sitting mayor of Kalinga in the 2012 election. He is a man who can trace his lineage back to 1525, former 25-time CWO champion, your defender against the quadrinity of evil. Ladies and gentlemen, your Emperor, John Sunlight. Hello everybody, I am your Emperor John Sunlight, and welcome to the September 29th, 2019 edition of the John Sunlight Show. Before we start the show, I would like to give a special shout out to Juan Galvan. Thank you for your support and your understanding. Well, we have a great show for you this week, so without further ado, on to local news. This week in local news, we have an unfortunate sad thing to report. It seems that a 3-year-old girl was shot while laying on her father's lap when a man from Avenel, allegedly, went up to this man's house and shot the little girl who was laying on his chest. Now, we don't know why he did this, but it's not an excuse. I hope that to the fullest extent of the law, this man is jailed, tried, and hopefully put on death row. Also, I would like to say that I find it odd that in the Kalinga Press that they are now talking about Fresno State Sports. How the hell does Fresno State Sports even at all? I don't get it. It means nothing to Kalinga, and yet it's in our Kalinga Press newspaper. But to each his own. Also, I want to remind you all once again that the 2020 election is coming up soon, so we desperately need 2 people to run against Mr. Tanya Stoles and Mr. Ron Lander. Thank you. On to This Week in Sports. This Week in Sports was not much happened. On September 22nd, in the Pro Wrestling Guerrilla Federation, Bandito won the PWG Battle for Los Angeles tournament. On September 23rd in the WWE, Carmella defeated R-Truth for the WWE 24/7 title. And finally, on September 27th, in ROH, Ring of Honor, Angelina Love defeated Kelly Klein for the ROH Women's Championship. And on that same card, Roosh defeated Matt Taven for the Ring of Honor World Championship. I would also like to point out that by this time next week, the Major League Baseball playoffs will be in full effect. So I will have up-to-date standings on how the playoffs are going. On to state news. In California, they've asked people not to buy vaping products. And also, the entire state of Massachusetts has banned the sale of vaping products. You know, I'm actually not sure what I think on that. On one hand, yes, vaping products have killed 9 people. But on the other hand, there are thousands of products on the market that have killed a lot more people, and yet they are still on sale. I myself smoke cigarettes, for example. Cigarettes kill thousands of people per year. Alcohol kills thousands of people a year. Automobiles kill people. So do planes, baseball bats, knives, sugar. Hell, hot sauce has killed people. Yet, all of these things continue to be sold, and rightfully so. For years, we have known the dangers of tobacco and alcohol. It's not like people have an excuse for not knowing the dangers, but yet, I also believe that if you are an adult, you have the right to harm your own body if you choose to. Who am I to tell you not to drink or to smoke, as long as you don't drink and drive and, hit someone or something like that? The government needs to step aside and let the market decide what will happen to these products. If people don't want to die from a product, then they'll stop buying the product. It's honestly up to them. This is it for the September 29th, 2019 Part 1 of the John Sunlight Show. Turn into Part 2 coming up next.